Sometimes life brings two people together in the most unexpected ways. Not through friendship, not through work, but through danger. This is the story of a single dad who thought his life had reached the lowest point until one brave act of kindness changed everything, and someone he saved changed his entire future. Before we begin, if you love emotional storytelling videos like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. It helps the channel grow and brings you more inspiring stories every week. Welcome to Your Channel Name. Ethan Miller was a 34-year-old single father living in a small apartment on the edge of Denver. He worked two jobs, one as a night security guard and another delivering packages on weekends. His life wasn't easy, but he made sure his 8-year-old daughter, Lily, always felt safe and loved. Most people didn't know that Ethan had once served in the U.S. Marine Corps, had been through combat, hardship, and loss. But nothing prepared him for raising a child alone ever since his wife passed away from a sudden illness 3 years earlier. Life had become about survival, paying rent, buying groceries, making sure Lily didn't see him break down on the nights he felt hopeless. But kindness, that was something he never let go of, even when the world felt heavy. One cold January morning, Ethan got off his night shift and decided to stop for coffee at a small shop downtown. He was exhausted, still wearing his security uniform, and counting the last few dollars in his wallet. While he waited for his order, a black luxury SUV pulled up outside. Two men stood near it, pretending to check something on the ground. A woman in a navy blue suit stepped out. She looked powerful, confident, and completely unaware of the danger waiting for her. Ethan didn't know who she was, but everyone in the city knew her name, Claire Hartman, 42 years old, one of the youngest female CEOs in Colorado, a woman who built a billion-dollar company from scratch. But at that moment, she wasn't a CEO. She was a target. Ethan saw one man reach behind his back, too smooth, too practiced. Then he saw the second man approach her, pretending to ask a question. It took Ethan 2 seconds to realize these men weren't confused. They were coordinated, and they were about to take her. His instincts kicked in long before his mind did. He stepped outside, pretending to walk past casually. The first man grabbed Claire's arm. The second tried to push her toward the SUV. She froze, gasping as they forced her forward. Ethan didn't hesitate. In one swift motion, he shoved one attacker away, grabbed the second by the wrist, and twisted hard, sending the man to the ground. The first man swung at him, but Ethan blocked and struck him in the jaw. The second tried to get up, but Ethan kicked the door shut on him before he could reach inside. The attackers scrambled, stunned by his speed and strength. Ethan stood between them and Claire, ready for whatever happened next. But suddenly, sirens. A patrol car turned the corner. The men rushed into the SUV and peeled away before the officers could fully stop them. Claire stood trembling, staring at the stranger who had just saved her life. Who are you?" she whispered. "Just a dad who needs coffee," Ethan said, breathless. Hours later, Ethan sat in a police station giving his statement. Claire sat across from him. She kept studying him, his calmness, his discipline, his quiet strength. When the officers finally released them, she walked outside with him. "Ethan, you saved my life," she said softly. "I don't know how to thank you." "You don't need to," he replied. "Anyone would have helped." She shook her head. "No, not like that. Those men were armed. You knew the risks." Ethan gave a small shrug. "I've seen worse." That's when she noticed the Marine Corps tattoo on his forearm. "You're former military," she said. "Yes, Mom," he replied. "And now you're working security night shifts?" Her voice softened. "You deserve more than that." Before he could respond, she handed him her business card. "Come to my office tomorrow morning," she said. "I want to talk to you about an opportunity." Ethan didn't plan to go. People like her didn't hire people like him. He was just a struggling single dad doing his best. But that night, Lily sat at their tiny kitchen table drawing pictures of him. "You're my hero, Daddy," she said. "You always save people." He looked at the card again. Maybe one meeting couldn't hurt. Claire's office looked like something out of a movie. Glass walls, modern furniture, assistants rushing everywhere. Ethan felt out of place in his clean but worn-out button-up shirt. Claire greeted him with a warm smile. "I did some checking," she said. "Your military record is exceptional. Your references speak highly of your character. And your actions yesterday, well, they spoke for themselves." Ethan felt his face warm. "I just did what I had to do. That's exactly why I want you working with me," she said. "I need a head of personal security, someone loyal, someone calm under pressure, someone who actually cares about people. I want that person to be you." Ethan's mouth fell open. I don't know if I'm qualified," he stuttered. Claire smiled gently. "You're more than qualified. And it comes with a full salary, health insurance, and a flexible schedule so you can be there for Lily." The mention of his daughter made his breath catch. "How do you know about— Oh, I didn't dig into your personal life," she said quickly. "You mentioned her at the station yesterday. The way you spoke about her. It reminded me why kindness matters. You didn't think of yourself first. You thought of her and still stepped in to save me." Her voice grew emotional. "Let me return that kindness, Ethan. Let me help you build the life you deserve." For the first time in years, Ethan felt hope. He accepted the job. In the months that followed, Ethan's life transformed. He had steady income, reliable hours, and health insurance for Lily. He no longer had to worry about choosing between groceries and rent. He no longer had to hide the fear of being unable to provide. Claire grew to trust him completely, not just as her protector, but as a friend. And though they came from different worlds, they both understood something deeply. Kindness connects people. Kindness heals broken places. Kindness creates new beginnings. One evening, Claire stopped at the park where Ethan and Lily were playing. Lily ran up to her with a big smile. "Auntie Claire, watch me on the swing." Claire laughed, pushing her gently. Ethan watched them, feeling a warmth he hadn't felt in years. "I'm glad you gave me a chance," he said quietly. Claire looked at him, her expression soft. "You saved my life, Ethan. I just helped you rebuild yours. Life is unpredictable. It can knock you down. It can break you. It can make you feel invisible. But kindness can lift someone up higher than they ever expected." Ethan didn't save Claire because she was a CEO. He saved her because it was the right thing to do. And in return, she changed his entire future. One act of courage, one act of kindness, one moment that changed everything. Let this story remind you, you never know whose life you'll touch, and you never know who might change yours. Be kind, always.